Good afternoon, students. Today we are back with tables and shares, and today our topic is division. Now, as you have already learned, shares stand for division. So we can move into the topic, and there are two more surprises for you. One is trick for multiplication of 29, and another is trick for division by 25. So first we look into division that you already know. Suppose the first number is 330 divided by 15. So it's a very easy type of division. So what we'll do, we'll write over here. If you know the tables of 15, or you can write them over here like this. 15 into 1 is equals to 15, 15 into 2 is equals to 30, 15 into 3 is equals to 45, so that it becomes easier for you whenever you divide them. Like 15 into 4 is equals to 60. In this way you can write, we write till 5 steps only. Now what we try to do, now we divide it. See that we can divide it for using 2 in the quotient. So we'll put over here 2 and write over here 30. See, after subtraction you get 3 and you put down 0 like this. So it becomes 30 again. So very easily you can put over here 2 and get your answer. So this type of division methods I think is known to you. Now for the next sum we are moving. It's also a very easy division, 40 divided by 8. I think that most of you know the division tables of. So in this way you can divide them. These are easy methods of division already known to you. So now we move to the word problems. Now if you take a close look at the word problems, see, it reads, Seema has 60 chocolates. She decided to divide it equally among her 5 friends. So she has 60 chocolates. She decided to divide it among 5 of her friends. Find how many chocolates would each of her friends get. So basically before starting this question, you have already got a notion or an idea in your mind that very easily you can do that by dividing the given value of chocolates by the number of friends she wants to distribute them. Now you see that first statement you will write total number of chocolates she has is equals to 60. Then next step you will write number of friends is equals to 5. For finding number of chocolates that each of her friend would get, what you will do, I have written over here a formula. Formula means a way of doing the activity or the operation, maybe it's multiplication or division, that makes you understand it more easily. Now if you look into this, the formula is total number of chocolates divided by number of friends. She had 60 chocolates and had 5 friends. So what we'll do, we'll divide 60 by 5. And in the division method, if you see that here you will get 12 in the quotient, and this gives you your answer 12. So finally we have to write down once again that total number of chocolates each of our friends would get is 12. Now if we start from the beginning that we learned today, we saw that here you have to divide 330 by 15. What you did, you wrote down table steps up to 5 for your easy division. Then you saw that first you put 2 over in the quotient, you got 30 over here, subtracted the value, got 3, put down 0 from here. Again you put down 2 in the quotient to divide it, and finally you got the value as 22. Similarly this sum is also very easy. It can be done very easily. Now regarding the word problem that you learned here is that Seema had 60 chocolates. She decided to divide it among her 5 friends, and you had to find how many chocolates would each of her friends get. See that equally, that means all the friends will get equal number of chocolates. So very easily what you did, you wrote down the number of chocolates she has, then wrote down the number of friends she has. Then in order to find out number of chocolates each of her friend would get, what you did, you used a formula that total number of chocolates is equals divided by number of friends. So that gave you 60 divided by 5 is equals to 12. The division is shown over here. Then final statement you wrote, total number of chocolates each of our friend would get is equals to 12. Now what we do, we move into the trick for multiplication. Now in order to multiply 29 very easily, there are a few tricks. First is that first you have to write down the digit 2, then add 3 more to it and write down the next digit, that is 5. Add 3 more to the 5 and get the next digit, 8. Add 3 more, you will get 11. Add 3 more, you will get 14. Add 3 more, you get 17. More 3 added, you get 20. More 3 added, you get 23. More 3 added, you get 26. And more 3 added gives you 29. Now again, just like 19, what you do, you begin to put the digits from 0 and move from bottom to top. You put 0 here, then you put 1, then you put 2, then you put 3, then you put 4, then you put 5, then you put 6, then you put 7, then you put 8, finally 9. See that this gives you the tables of multiplication of 29, and you can verify with any of the numbers. Suppose if you choose 29 into 7, you can verify that 29 multiplied by 7, 7 9s are 63, 6 carry, 7 to the 14, 203. See that you get the same result. Again you choose another one number, 29 into 5, you choose this number also. If you multiply over here, 5 9s are 45, 4, 5 2s are 10, 145. So this also gives you the same value. In this way you will be able to write or remember the tables of 29. Now students, we move to question number 3. Now as you can read from here, cost of a pack of pen with 10 pens is rupees 50. You have to find cost of one such pen. That means the price of 10 pens in the pack is rupees 50 and you have to find the price of one such pen. So basically what we'll do, you'll write down as the total cost of 10 such pens. Instead of the pack, you'll write down cost of 10 such pens is equals to rupees 50. Then next statement you write down cost of one such pen is equals to 50 by 10. Why? As we know, if price of 10 pens is 50, for finding price of one similar type of pen, you have to divide it by 10. So finally you got rupees 5, which is the cost of one such pen. How did you get that? You got here, when you divided 50 by 10, you got 5 as quotient and you have written it. Now again, once again, we just take a look at it. Then we move to the next part. Now here is facts about division. Now I know that you know how to divide a number, that is very easily known to you, but there are certain facts I just want to discuss with you. Suppose we want to divide this number and find out these 4 things: dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. So what we do, we take the number over here, we divide it in usual form. So one time you can put over here, subtracted we got 3, we put down 5, we can get over here 8 more, 32. We'll get the calculation like this. Now the number that was divided, listen carefully, the number that was divided is called dividend. We write it over here. So dividend is 75. The number that is used to divide is called divisor. So we write here 4. The number or the number of times that we multiplied 4 in order to get to this equation is called 18. Equation means form. Understand this as form for now. And if any value which is left over, which cannot be further divided, is called remainder. So we get remainder as 3. Now we choose one more number. Suppose we choose another number which is 67 divided by 5. Now I am writing the quotient over here. 5 ones are 5, put down 1, put down 7 more. you put here 5 3s are 15. See that now the dividend is 67, the divisor is 5, the quotient is 13, and the remainder is 2. So these are the facts about division. Now we move to the next topic. Now here we will show you that I think Shomita ma'am discussed this thing in her previous video lesson, that division stands for repeated subtraction. Now we'll do one of them and try to gather knowledge about it. Now you see, we have to divide 12 by 3. What we do, we subtract 3 at each level. See that when we first subtracted 3, we got 9. Again when we subtracted 3, we got 6. Again when we subtracted 3, we got 3. And finally when we subtracted 3 more, we got 0. So see that 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 times. So we subtracted how many times 3 from 12? We subtracted 4 times 3 from 12. So this will become our quotient. That is 4. When you divide 12 by 3, you get 4. Now we take one more example. Suppose you have to divide 30 by 5. We start our repeated subtraction. 30 minus 5 gives you 25. More 5 subtracted gives you 20. More 5 subtracted gives you 15. More 5 subtracted gives you 10. More 5 gives you 5. And finally 5 more subtracted gives you 0. So as you can see that how many times we have subtracted 5 over here? Once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So it gives you 6. In normal course of division, if you have divided, you would have also got 6. So you can see that division means repeated subtraction. Now let us just recapitulate once before we start division trick by 25. You see that here in the sum number 3, you were asked that cost of a pack of pen of 10 pens is rupees 50. You have to find cost of one such pen. You got it as rupees 5 following such process. You learned about the different important things in a division, 4 important parts: dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. For 2 sums you have seen it. And you also learned that division means, or division stands for repeated subtraction. Division stands for repeated subtraction. Now moving on to the division trick. Suppose in a class you have been asked to divide 825 by 25. You don't know the tables of 25. So what you will do? You add 825 and 825. How much did you get? 1650. You again add what the number or the result you got, you add it over here again. See that after adding you get 33, then 2 zeros, that means 3300. What you do, you just separate out these 2 numbers, that means 33, and you write your answer here, that when you divide 825 by 25 you get 33. Now let us verify it. 25 into 3 gives you 75. Subtract from 82, you get 7 more here and put down 5. See that? Your answer is 33. So you have got this in a very simple way. Thank you.